Okay, so get yourselves comfortable. And we're going to start off with those nice, big, deep breaths. Focusing on the heart space as we breathe, we're going to allow our breath to pull us away from the mind, away from the external world, and right into the chest, right into the heart. And any overthinking, any thoughts about what you're doing with the rest of the day or what you did this morning, we're just going to allow that to all just fade away. And the more you allow yourself to feel into the breath, into the heartbeat, into allowing your mind to focus on the chest, on the heart, you're going to allow yourself now to become in the present moment. Nice, big, deep breaths. And every breath is going to allow you to be more and more connected to your body, more and more connected to your essence. Have a big breath, and as you let go of each breath, give yourself permission to let go. And as soon as you add that permission to let go, there might even be emotions that already come up. Breathe them out. There might be some chaos from the day. There might even be exchanges with other people or family members that you just need to breathe out, unmerge from. And allow as you create almost like this spiraling of the breath in the chest, in your core. Becoming more and more of I'm here, right now. Allowing the external world to start to almost fade away into the background. When you could be anywhere. It doesn't even matter because you're here within your body. And as we feel into the breath, into the magnificence of the breath, the deeper we pull this into the lungs, the more we're going to be able to activate our bodies, increasing the vibration, the sensation, saturating our cells with oxygen, with chi, with light, with every single breath. When allowing the out breath to keep purging out any stagnancy, any stuck energy, anywhere where the flow has stopped. And we can allow the breath to create this whirlwind of swirling light, swirling air, swirling consciousness around the heart and around the spine, around your core. So we can go right the way to the base of your body. And as you breathe now, with this tornado of light within you, feel into the joy. Allow the word to take you there. And as you do, we're going to allow it to relax even further through the body, through the core, through the base, circling through the spine and around the lungs and around the heart, circulating around the organs of the gut, that gut brain. And we're going to relax further now as we allow it to swirl through the throat, through the head. And allow the swirl to be any way which feels good, which feels right, which feels like it is allowing you to relax. But if at any point you fancy to change that, breathe and swirl it the other way. Using the breath, using your consciousness to direct this energy however way you choose. Recognizing this is my body. This is my aura. This is my essence. This is who I am. And we're going to allow that swirling light now, joy, of lightness, of laughter. And even if you feel into laughter, there might even be a memory or that laughter that has no reason for the giggle and you just laugh because. And as we allow our body to integrate into that frequency, with the motion of the movement through our core, we're going to allow ourselves now to connect up right through the head, right through into pure consciousness, the source of all creation. And pause at this vast energy. Allow yourself to connect, grow roots, create a bond with everything. The pure creation frequency in its form before it has created anything in gas, in liquid, in matter. And allow now that channel of light to open through as you create that cord of light from the pure source down through into your heart space. Circulating this through, allowing it to connect with the spin that you created within your body, within your vessel. And as you allow it to connect with the spin, breathe, soften, and relax. And it's like this whirlpool of consciousness, of chi, of light, of pure potential can channel down, pour down into your flesh, into your aura from above. And allowing that now. And if you feel any resistance, just feel into the crown. I allow only the pure source frequency and only my own soul's essence to enter through my crown into my body. And soften, relax, and pause. You might feel a huge opening and lightness on the crown. And if there is interference there, if there is stuck energy, allow the spin, allow the emotions of laughter, of joy to come up into the head, to spin through that crown. And we're going to spin it right out around into the auric field around the essence of your head, right the way around, as if the crown could almost be a huge big whirlwind of clearing energy stretching out wider than your physical body in every direction. And then we're going to allow this spin now from the crown to go upwards. We're going to open the channel upwards, even bigger, even clearer, up to the source. And again, we're going to expand, but as you do, relax. It's like this gentle push, this gentle stretch. No forcing, no resistance. Allowing yourself to melt the resistance with your breath, with your awareness, with your consciousness. Becoming a master of your reality as you open this channel deeper, stronger. A pure beam of light going through the head and around you, right through into the heart. And as you allow that light to drop through from the crown into the third eye, down through into the heart, just feel into the head as we do this. We're going to feel deeper in it. Is there any weak patches in here? And we're going to allow it to trickle through, as if it's trickling through the lymphatics, through the blood, through every cell. And you're going to allow now, as the light pours through the head, for you to notice what is not lighting up. And you might light up most of your head, but there might be a patch that just seems dark. If there is, feel into that patch. You might get instant emotions when you feel into it. Might be panic. Might be just them millions of thoughts that have condensed into one area of energy within the brain, within the skull. It might even be a physical injury. You might have got hit on the head at a certain point in your life. Whatever this is that's coming forward, love it. Bring in that joy, that acceptance, and love the frequency. So much so that you transmute it into love. Knowing that energy can never be destroyed, but it can be changed, it can be altered. And as we alter this frequency, as we give it new life, new vibration, we're going to allow that flow then to integrate into the head. As you accept these parts of you that have become separated, that have become stagnant, as you see these dark areas and you love them, you adore them, you give them everything that they are missing, that they are lacking. Pour it down through into the throat now, into the glands of the throat, the thyroid and those immune glands around that would swell if you were sick. There can be a lot of emotion that gets trapped in the throat, a lot of words that aren't spoken. Again, using that pure light from the source, trickling through the brightness and the movement of the head now, connecting it through to the throat. Breathe, soften, relax, and love every part of your throat. Become conscious of the glands, of the tendons, even of where the blood is pumping through those arteries in the neck. Love every part of you. Bring in that acceptance and see every little bit of darkness, every little bit of stagnation as a part of your frequency that you have forgotten, that you have detached from, that you have not noticed, and love it. Bring in that acceptance, that unconditional love. If this is part of me, then I'm going to love it into light. And allow that to spiral through the neck, through the bones and the joints of the neck. And we're going to allow it to come right through down into the shoulders. And as we feel and move our consciousness through the clarity now that's coming through the head, through the throat, we can really start to notice the pressure in the chest and in the shoulders. Where have you been pushing yourself too hard? Where have you been giving yourself too much to do, too much pressure? Pressure maybe with your business, pressure maybe on your self-development, pressure in day-to-day life, whatever it may be. Just know that the pressure creates that resistance. It actually creates stagnation. So the more you push yourself into doing certain things, you cause a little bit of stagnation, you cause an energy blockage. So we're going to allow whatever is stagnated now, the emotions around that pressure. And it could even feel like it's pressure from others. It might not even feel natural to who you are. It might be pressure from family. It might be pressure from work colleagues or bosses or people that you work with or partners. A pressure to have to do something that maybe you don't really want to do. Maybe it's not fully in alignment with what your soul wants to create at this moment. Creation is flow, it's movement, it's joy. So when you're being pressured, pushed, giving yourself too much pressure, you're allowing too much of this energy to collect around the shoulders. Let it go. And that feeling of, with the pressure stopping me from achieving what I would like to achieve, then I let it all go. I move into flow. And I allow the smile and the laughter of that ease and grace. This is easy. This is fun. I allow experiences within my life to be easy and fun. Every moment of our lives is a learning lesson, an experience, from the tiny to the large. Every interaction with every being, every person, even with yourself, It all becomes a lesson. What am I integrating? What am I learning from this? And then letting that pressure go. That pressure to do more than you're ready to do right now. That unnatural pressure. And as you feel it down to the thymus, which has a lot to do with the immune system as well. And within our society where we are pressured into certain jobs, certain situations, or even just the way society is sometimes, it can really affect our thymus, our immune system, lowering our resistance. Breathe into that area, right? It's like the higher heart, the thymus area. You can even gently tap that area if you like to get some flow through, especially if your immune system needs a boost right now. Tapping onto the thymus, onto the bone of the chest. Breathing. As you're tapping onto there, you're going to notice this energy shifts within the body, within the shoulders. Allow yourself to expand. Allow the breath, allow the oxygen, allow the life force energy to enter your being, enter your flesh, enter your aura. As you charge up the thymus. And when we are out of balance with ourselves, our immune system can start to attack its different parts of the body that are seen as not loved or holding on to emotions that are not loved. And as we scan through the body and see my immune system is kind of doing its job, it's removing things that are not in alignment with the soul. But again, this can cause all kinds of problems with our bodies. So if you do have some kind of autoimmune disease as well, allow yourself to clear through this. Or if you do have some kind of sickness or some kind of pain, as we're allowing more of that flush through the head, through the neck, into the thymus now. What is out of alignment with my immune system? What is causing my immune system to attack that which is not my soul frequency? That goes against who I am. There can be a lot of sadness purging up here, because this is connected to a lot of times where you may have beaten yourself up. Why did I do that? Why did I say that? Calling yourself silly, stupid, unclever. Feel into all that energy. Where is it coming from? Where is it stored within your flesh? You might have so much sadness purging from it, and it's just coming out of the cells. Just allow it to come up and out. I choose to love myself. I choose to love every part of myself. Even the days where I don't express myself well, even the days where I may feel like I make mistakes, I love myself in those moments too. And allow that acceptance to come through. It's almost like loving a little child, where they're going to do things wrong lots because they're stumbling, they're learning about their bodies, about how to talk. They make mistakes with their language. They make mistakes by tripping over. All those little mistakes allow them to actually become really good at walking, at running, at talking eventually. They're all lessons. So allow yourself to embrace everything that you've rejected in yourself or hated in yourself as that lesson. Just like the little child learns to speak, learns to walk, learns to run, and they stumble and they stutter and they make mistakes as they learn, as they grow. We're not heading for perfection. We're heading for integration into self-love. None of us have to be perfect. There is really no such thing as perfection in a way. It's a dance, it's a play, a frequency. Let go. of the outside pressure of having to be a certain person or act a certain way to fit into a certain group or a certain job or a certain role. Love yourself for you. And it may not fit into that group. It may be completely different to the other people who do that job. Embrace it. What does your essence have to bring into that role? What do you have that's different to them that can expand that experience? Everything that is different is evolution. This is how things evolve. This is how consciousness evolved. We become strong by our mistakes. So let's start loving those areas of us. As you scan through the body now with more and more acceptance. More and more self-love. I accept myself for exactly who I am in this moment. I love myself for exactly who I am in this moment. And that, again, these words might bring up more emotions. Wherever inside of your body is holding on to different frequencies that do not align with, I'm in love with who I am right here, right now. Not who I'm going to be tomorrow, not who I'm going to be next week, not with who I'm going to be when I complete a certain task. I accept myself in the present moment of now. For all I have achieved, all I have created, all I have integrated into my experience and my life. And had that feeling of letting go through the arms, letting go of who you think you should have been, who your parents told you should have been, who school teachers might have told you should have been. The only person who knows who they truly are is you, yourself. It's a lot purging out. Just let it keep coming out. Send those waves of I love you, and it can send a lot of tears through because it's tears of that acceptance. It's like when you get a big hug and then the tears just flow out because you realize that someone loves you, someone cares. Be that someone who cares for yourself. I care for who I am, for this body. I care about my own emotions. I care about my own thoughts. I care. And it doesn't matter if nobody else does. Allow yourself to be like, I care about who I am. I care about myself. And as you feel into that, allow it to travel through your body as a frequency that hugs every part of you, that loves every part of you. And there may even be certain projects that you want to create and do, and it feels like there's no interest from other people. But be that person for yourself. I care about what I'd like to create. I care about this. It feels right. It feels good. And let go of what the judgment is from others. As an individual, what are you here to bring forward? What are you here to give to the world with exactly who you are? Your individuality is your superpower. Your uniqueness of who you are is your superpower. The more you love yourself, the more you allow your gifts, your talents to pour into your reality. Allow this frequency of love. It's like a warm hug for the self to go deep into the nervous system now. When as you change your awareness into the nervous system now, again, you might feel another wave of tenseness, another wave of emotion. And allow this to purge. Give yourself permission to send the laughter, send the love into the nervous system and allow the tension, the stress. Again, when the body's under a lot of stress, the immune system doesn't work properly. The body doesn't function properly. It can't heal itself as good as it should. Mistakes are made in the healing process when it's stressed. Give your body that chance to relax, to let go of every stress in your entire reality, in your entire world. And allowing this to spiral out of yourself. As we bring in another wave of self-love from the higher self, this version of yourself that is you, that is so powerful that it can't integrate fully into the flesh. This is why sometimes we feel a little bit separated from who we are. But as you love yourself, you're going to allow more of that higher essence of who you truly are to integrate into your body, into your reality, into your experience. Breathe yourself down into the body from the star of light that is you above you. A star so bright, so powerful. And allow yourself to integrate into the flesh with acceptance. I fully accept myself for who I am in this moment. There's still a lot of emotion pouring up for some people here, even through the face. So even if you have something to do with maybe the way you are seen in the world, maybe even the way you look, allow almost like that mask to be burnt off. I look this way and I allow myself to be seen. This is who I am in this body, this life, and I accept that. I accept who I am and how I look, knowing that I am not really the body. The body is my tool to experience this reality. But in saying that, I love the flesh. I love the body, as I love the earth, as my body is made from the earth, from the elements, from the ground. And as we feel into that gratitude pouring through, we're going to allow that to echo down into our planet. And even when we think of this earth, there is different landscapes. There's desert, there's rainforest, there's forests, there's trees, there's barren land. Some can be seen as ugly. Some can be seen as beautiful. But it's the eye of the beholder. We accept the balance. We accept all parts of this beautiful planet, as we accept all parts of ourselves. And as we bring the acceptance, that frequency of acceptance now into the greater collective consciousness, as an acceptance for others, I see them as a reflection of myself. I acknowledge that every person, every animal, every soul, every plant, every tree is a part of myself. And I love all parts of myself. As we feel into self-love through the collective, and we realize that separation is only through lack of love, allowing your beautiful, big, open hearts just to echo that through the collective consciousness to anyone who may be really requiring that love today, that love that you have developed, that you have cultivated in your own body right now, and allow it to ripple out into the collective so they may recognize the gift of themselves, the beauty of themselves, the uniqueness of who they are. And then breathe back into your own essence. Back into your own essence, into your own energy field, feeling that love, cultivating that spiral of gently spiraling light around you, strengthening your auric field with that light now. Like you're a cell within the body of humanity, becoming strong, becoming conscious, becoming aware of itself. Breathe into, it's almost like the filament, the edge of the cell is the edge of your auric field. Strengthen that. I'm individual, yet I'm part of the whole. By loving myself, I allow others to be able to love themselves. I allow the illusion of separation to be dissolved. And feel your center point back to your heart. And bring all your awareness now back to the heart as you allow yourself to integrate this. Allow self-love through the thymus to smile, to bring a wave of smiling energy through your chest. Thank you, thank you, thank you. When you are ready now, you can start feeling back into your hands, in your feet.